Good morning, guys. It's the Fearless Morning Show. It is Monday morning, 7:15 on the dot. Hope everybody is having a great day. Happy Monday to you. I'm just going to get us started. Did everybody have a good weekend? What y'all do? I was actually went to South Carolina this weekend to my college. I sit on the president's council, so we had a meeting because we're getting a new president. So I did a little driving and traveling this weekend. So other than that, we are good to go and ready to get this Fearless Morning Show started. Good morning, Takesha. Oh, I think I said it wrong too. How you doing this morning? Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Lynn.
Good morning. How are you? How are you?
I am doing great.
Great. Good.
Courage. That is right. I forgot that. I knew that, courage.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. Guys, this is Motivation Monday, and oftentimes we get in a rut, and sometimes you just have to recognize the fact that you got to encourage yourself. This morning, the struggle was all the way real. And you think, guys, that we are just talking to you. I mean, we're talking to you about things that are really and truly happening to us, things that we're really and truly going through, things that we're really and truly experiencing.
Yes.
So we are so thankful that you're here with us for this Fearless Morning Show. But we're also on this Motivation Monday. We come to motivate ourselves because we got to, as JoJo said, we got to get past the crazy, right, in our life.
Yes.
On a regular basis. So we're going to go ahead and, JoJo, anything you want to share this morning before we get started?
So I'm motivating myself this morning simply because I had another sick kid last night. I'm in the bed, sleep, about 10:30, and get a call from my daughter in college who says, I almost passed out. I can't see. I'm dizzy. Well, mommy, let's hop on the interstate and go check on the kid at 10:30 at night.
Now you better.
And after hours in the emergency room, we finally made it home at 3:45 this morning. And this is the Fearless Morning Show. We're acting this out and walking this with you. I came in from the hospital and slept just like this and went to sleep, and I woke up and ta-da, here I am.
I woke up like this.
I literally woke up like this today. And so I'm needing my own encouragement this morning, and so it's gonna be a long day. So Lynn, if you want to read us the quote for the day, because it got me started early this morning. Y'all don't laugh at me. Good morning, Eric.
All right, guys. So the Fearless Morning quote of the day is: your thoughts lead to feelings, your feelings lead to actions, and actions lead to results. And this is by T. Harv Eker. I'm going to repeat that again, just in case you need to write this down. Thoughts lead to what? Feelings. Your feelings lead to what? Your actions. And those actions lead to what? Results. Yes. So we're looking at your feelings, your actions, and results. And we're thinking about what are those things that we have going on in our mind, right?
Yes,
because girl, this is more true ever today, if not any other day. The battle of life is definitely in our minds, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
We have to go ahead and yes, you are so right, Taquisha. It is the millionaire mindset, T. Harv Eker. But this also applies in more than just our finances. This applies in everything that we deal with in our lives. You can just walk out your door, guys, going into your office and then be met with, everybody has that negative Nelly on the job, right? Negative Nelly without apprehension always comes up with something on the mind every time. If you are not careful, if you have not fed your mind, right, with the right
Yes.
things, you are going to jump on that negative bandwagon with her and roll with it. And then by the time you get out of there,
You and
you
Negative Nelly
are
having a
sad,
party.
broke down, depressed, right? Because you jumped on that bandwagon. But I think the thing that's most important, and going back to that quote, our thoughts. So what are you thinking about? That's going to be a huge determining factor based upon how you feel. And how you feel is going to determine what you do, the actions
Right.
that you take. And that then ultimately is going to determine the results that you get. So I want you to think about what are some ways that you can do things differently. What are you putting in your mind, right? That's going to change this to a more positive mindset for you as opposed to that negative Nelly mindset.
Right.
So thinking about that today, keep that. It goes back to what we've been talking the whole time, guys. We got to save ourselves, right? You can't wait on anybody else to do it. Save yourself by starting in your thoughts. Your thoughts lead to your feelings. Feelings lead to actions. Your actions lead to your results.
It is truly your mindset, because your mindset helps set. So the main objective of the Fearless Morning Show is help to get your mindset right. And sometimes when you have to motivate yourself, what does that mindset look like? What do you think it might be? And here's the thing: even though it's called the Fearless Morning Show, we don't want you to wait to be fearless. Meaning, you still, even though we both had a challenging morning, we still have to get it together. We still have to get our finances together. Our mindset still has to be together. And sometimes it's not, you're not going to feel fearless. You're not going to feel, oh, I'm a woman, I'm taking it on, or I'm a man, I'm taking on the world. Some days you're doing the dirty work of, creating your lifestyle. And so with your mindset, your actions equal results. So this is where your mindset comes in, right, Lynn? Because you're not going to get any results, even in your finances in your life, if your mind is not set, if it's not together. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Idris. If your mindset is not together, it's just not going to work. So it's days like this. And me and Lynn, it comes from a very, both our parents are pastors. I was married to a pastor. So this is where your faith is going to come in on those days. Like today is Motivational Monday. And today is where your faith is going to come in. And that's what's going to carry you through when you're dealing with, your finances. You got paid Friday and the day's Monday. How I'm going to make it to next Friday when I get paid again. Those steps you're going to take to stop living paycheck to paycheck. And then that mindset to say, okay, I can do this. Now today you got that faith of a mustard seed is today. That's when you're gonna put it into action today, so you can see the results later on down the road, because it may not always look like how you think it should look right now.
Right. Oh, and that's a very important point. If you don't mind, if I jump in really quickly, and guys, I want to give you this thought first of all. Are you gonna stay on the boat, or are you gonna walk on water?
True.
Think about that for a second.
Yes.
Are you going to stay on the boat? Or are you going to walk on water? What we're talking about today is what we put into our minds as far as our finances. What are the things we meditate on? What is the end game? What is the goal? What do we want to do in our finances? And I want you to remember it. Most of you on this, you can probably remember with this. Remember when you would go to the post office to get a stamp? But no one likes to lick the back of the stamp because it was disgusting, right? That nasty, icky, sticky stuff they have on the back of the stamp. So they have a sponge that you would dip into the water, right? And you take that sponge and you put it on the back of the stamp. And what happens when you put it on the back of the stamp?
Too much water.
All of the water oozes out, right? That sponge has soaked up the water, so you don't have to get that ooey gooey nastiness. And that's what we have to do with our mindset in our finances. What are we putting in there? What are we meditating on? What's the end game for us? What's the goal? What do we want to achieve? Because we can't continue to do what we've always done. That's the definition of insanity. And I say insanity 2.0 is continuing to do it and do it and do it and do it and think something is going to change. And we cannot continue to live in that frame of thought. So I want you to think about, guys, as far as your finances are concerned, and you're looking at, well, I want to do this. So for example, for me, my end goal is to make sure that I have $100,000 for my son when he graduates from high school. I know that he is 7 years old today. And I know that he will graduate from high school at 17. So Lynn knows that she has 10 years to get to that point to build this $100,000 for Malachi. So what did I do? I went through and I've devised a plan to get to that goal. And I'm not going to go over the entire plan today, but I'll tell you some of the steps that I put in place. So knowing that $100,000 was the end game, see, I got my mindset on that. That number is there. I see that, right? I see that for my son. Good morning, everyone. So I see that, and I've set up several things in place so that I can invest. So I have a 529 plan for him. That's his college fund, right? That monies that I'm setting aside for his college fund, where I'm putting money in that automatically every month without fail. I'm not touching that. I also know that that 529 plan is not going to get me there 100% because the guaranteed interest rate it fluctuates, shall I say, on that 529 plan. So what are some of the other things that I have in place that are going to help me to reach that goal? I have mutual funds. I have other things that are also in place that we're using to help get to that goal. See, a child's college fund may not be the end goal for you as far as your finances, but think about what it is for you. Is it your retirement plan? Is it your mortgage on your home? Do you need to be able to invest to do whatever it is that you plan to do? You have to decide that for you, guys. Right. So once you decide what that is, you simply devise that plan based upon the length of time that you have set up. So for those of you who are 20 or 30 on this broadcast, and you're thinking about retirement, and I was talking to one of my cousins the other day, and she was sharing that her mom said that there's a 75-year-old woman that's working at I'm not sure of the place, so I'm just going to say Walgreens, so don't hold me to that. There's a 75-year-old woman that's working at Walgreens, and the reason that she's working is because she didn't prepare for her retirement. Right. Things that you can now do, put in place. If you don't want to be that person, right? If that's not you, if that's not the life that you choose to live, what are those things you're going to put in place now so that you don't have to do that, right? So if you're 20 or 30, think about it, guys. You have, 30 to 40 years that you now have available to you to begin investing. See, this is a conversation that's not truly had in our communities. The fact of the matter is, guys, is we are totally sleeping on our abilities to build generational wealth. Yes, ma'am. Legacy for our families. To be able to do all of those things that we would love to do, we're sleeping on it because we're not taking advantage of the opportunities that are available through investing. Whether you're talking about investing in the stock market, investing in real estate, investing in whatever the vehicle that you choose. And guys, this is your choice. It's not something that Lynn's telling you. I can tell you what I did, and I can tell you that what has helped me to get to my next level in my finances. But the ultimate thing are the actions that you take. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to give up for now so that you can live like you want to live, right, in the future? So this is my motivation for you today. Think about it, guys. Set a plan in place and take action on those steps. What's that one end goal? And the thing that I also want to say to us, we are quick, guys. We are quick. We'll start something, and then if it doesn't work, within 2 weeks, 4 weeks, we might even give it 6 weeks. If it doesn't work within that time period, we throw our hands up and say, guys, that's it. It's not going to work. Right. Yeah. It's not going to work. So we might as well try to figure something else out. And I told JoJo I wasn't going to share this, but I think I'm going to go ahead and talk about, we're talking about Abraham and Sarah, right? Abraham was told that he would bear children. He was told by God that he would have children with his wife, Sarah. And the years passed by, and lo and behold, they didn't have a child yet. So what did Sarah say to Abraham? Well, go lay with the maid. Go sleep with home, girl. So we can have a child, right? So and then of course the child was born, and then a few years later, Sarah has a child for Abraham. And then what does God say to Abraham now that the child is born? He said, go take a knife to the boy. Right? Take him out. Go take a knife, right? Take him out. Go take a knife to the boy. And then God, well, essentially, it was just a test, right?
Right.
A test for him to see if he would follow through. And the same thing happens to us in our finances, guys. If things don't start going in the way that we want them to go immediately, we start trying to come up with all these different things and try to make it work and make it fit in our own box. But what we need to understand is there's a process and there's a plan that we have to follow through. And that's all we're asking you to do on this Motivation Monday. Go ahead, figure out what it is that you want. What's your end game? What are the steps you are going to take to get there? And do it.
That's right.
Take those steps, because your thoughts lead to your feelings lead to your actions, and your actions ultimately end up in your results.
That is so, your actions will end up in your results, and it all starts today. So you have to think about this too, guys. Now, we're both talking about changing your life and changing your mind. I want you to understand with everything JoJo got in her, what's about to happen. You're going to change, right? You're going to change your mind. You're working on your money. Oh, I'm buying my kids a house. You are probably the first person in your family to do that. They will not like it because they do not understand. And sometimes because they don't understand, they're going to give you the negativity of not understanding. And that may not be your place to educate them. It could be your place to educate them, but in some cases, it's not, because they set in their ways and they're totally different. Your family now has a different view on life than you do. You now have a different opportunity to do different in your life. So your actions can give you a different result. So you're not living paycheck to paycheck. We're not waiting late to buy a home, or we're not working at a job. And here's the thing, there's nothing wrong with working at a job your entire life, as long as you're able to. I think there's a story out there, Lynn, of a guy who was a parking attendant. He made like $8.95 or something. And now he's a millionaire because he invested his money. It's all in your mindset. Once it starts to change, then the things will start to change around it. You'll start to see the results of your mind change. But again, I think I said this last week, you've got to be set in your mindset. You can't be wishy-washy, because if you are, you're going to end up right back in the same place again, and you don't want that. Not if you're dedicated to change and you want to see something different. You've got to be ready to do something different and be committed to that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
So guys,
go ahead, Lynn.
I just want to ask you yet again: are you gonna stay on the boat, or are you gonna walk on water? I
love that.
It's difficult with you, but you got to make the decision today.
That's right, and I love this. Me and Lynn are quote fanatics, and I think if you come to either one of our houses, there's quotes and stuff everywhere. But here's one story. We're going to end on this story, and then we're going to tell you where to find us. So there's this story, and me and a friend from college, Chris, talk about this all the time. And I don't know who it is in history. Somebody Google this. Anyway, they're fighting a battle, and they're in the ocean. And they come to this island, and they've got to take over the island. And the captain of the ship burns the boat. And he tells his men, either you go in there and you take over this island, or we die. So here I am with changes in life. I burned the boat. I can't go back. I'm taking over this, and there are no other options left for me. Once you have your mind set, burn your boat today, walk on your water to your new little island. Change your mindset so you can get where other people are not. And here's the thing, other people may be trying to go, but they're not ready and committed to go there. And so that's where me and Lynn step in, give you these nice little tips to get you started. For those who just joined us, thank y'all for joining the Fearless Morning Show. Sarah, although I know you by another name. Good morning, Keith. I hope everybody's having a great day. And if you follow me on any social media, today will be my picture like this, because I literally woke up like this. I went to bed at 3:45 and was up to see you guys at 6:45. I need coffee instead of tea to get this day going. So, all right, guys, that's what we have you for today for Motivational Monday. And then you want to tell them where to reach you at?
Absolutely.
Why am I yelling? I don't know why I'm screaming. I'm sorry.
That's passion. That's passion. That's not right?
Good morning, Keith. Have a good day.
Great, guys. We want to thank you so much for joining us here at the Fearless Morning Show. Make sure that you share this video throughout your community. Share this because there's someone who needs to hear this word. There's someone that needs to be on this journey, even though they may not be the person that, it may not be your mother, father, sister, cousin, or brother, but it's somebody out there that's connected to you that needs to hear this message as well, that needs to build their financial life, that needs to build their life in general, and just take those next steps. So you can find me on Facebook at Financial Solutions, Demons Enterprise. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Demons Speak. My website is demonsenterprise.com. That is no www.
No W's on that guy.
Right? Demons Enterprise. So it's D as in David, EMMONS. Demons Enterprise, not demons, demonsenterprise.com. So thank you so much for joining us, and back to you, JoJo.
All right, guys, you can find me on all social media with my name, Yonmitra. There's only one of me, so you'll find me. My website is BAFearless.com. That's BE, the letter A, fearless.com. And we will be glad to interact with you guys. Send us some comments. Let us know what you think about the Fearless Morning Show. If you have any questions or suggestions or tips for us to cover for you. If you just want a whole financial morning with Lynn, or maybe we do a financial afternoon with Lynn, so she can get some of your questions. Or if you want to do a day with me so we can talk about how to live past crazy, I'm sure all of that will be coming anyway. But make sure you share this video, and we are good to go, guys. We will see you tomorrow on Take Action Tuesday. So we're going to talk about what you guys did today, how your mindset went today. So if anybody wants to be featured, just send either me or Lynn a message, and we will tell your story tomorrow morning.
Thank you for joining.
All right, guys, have a great day. Happy Monday.
Yes.
Bye.
Goodbye.